I'm so sorry. Dream is a fraud. His entire career orchestrated. Every video, every challenge, every manhunt, every speedrun, everything. From start to finish. It's an illusion. He's manipulating you. He's manipulating your family. He's burning the crops. He kidnapped you, metaphorically. He is evil. And he must be stopped. We must go to all lengths that we possibly can. He burned our village. He attacked our pets. He killed people in a video game. Guys, I would just like to apologize to my mother and Muffin Boy Halo for cheating on him. Okay. Anyway, now past the jokes. So I posted a paste spin the other night, and I posted it on my Twitter. I'm sure probably most of you have heard about it, saying as news articles and people clickbaiting on YouTube and everywhere want to, make a headline, and fair game. I did the same thing a lot when I first started YouTube, so all is fair game. Can we get we trusted you spam? We trusted you ... Anyway, so I'll summarize the paste spin just before it gets started, just because I feel like, I don't know, some summaries are useful, because the paste spin was like a million words, and people were, I put it in, I said I wrote it in my bathtub, and they're like, oh, bullshit, he wrote it on his bathtub. Like, yeah, I was on my phone in my bathtub, and I was wrinkly, okay? I got out at right before I posted it. It was I was in the bathtub for 4 hours. The water was cold. It started steaming hot. I was wrinkly. I was an old man when I got out of the bathtub, okay? I took my time. I took my time. I was in the bathtub. I was in my feels. I was like, all right, you know what? Fine. This is the perfect time to do this, relaxing in a bathtub. You get the steaming water, you hop in, you get burned, I don't know how relatable that is. Maybe it's not at all, but it's relaxing. It calms you down, calms your nerves. Anyway, so summary of the paste spin. So essentially, and I'm gonna be a little more serious during aspects of this, because I feel like it's important and it's not all a joke, obviously. And I feel like people are already gonna take this and be like, he thinks this is funny. It's further this manipulation is insane. It's like, come on. I'm trying to be lighthearted. That's something that's what I like to do always, and that's how I am no matter what. I was the same way with the John Swan stuff. When John Swan was when that was about me and that was negative towards me. That's just how I am. There's no changing that. So anyway, so summary of the paste spin. So essentially everyone knows about the cheating drama that happened back in December. Well, actually, to be fair, the speedrun was in October, I think, or very early. No, it was October. It was in October. And I did a series of 6 1.16 streams in October of 2020. I know it feels so far away, even though it wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was 8 months October. How long ago was October? 9 months. Even though it was 9 months ago, it feels like it was 10 centuries ago, because so much always happens in the Minecraft community. And of course, somehow 9 months later, this is still a relevant topic. Just shows how much there is going on all the time. That this is still somehow a relevant topic. But anyway, so there was a series of 6 live streams in which, after I did them, where I was streaming, I did a lot of speedrunning streams before that, but during these 6 live streams, I had incredibly high pro rates and blaze rod rates, and this was investigated by the Speedrun mod team. Now, before I get started going into this, just because I feel like this is important to say, overall, guys, I do not support any harassment, any threats, any attacking, anything on my behalf or just in general. I don't support any kind of hate at all. Okay, I don't in any way, and that's why when I do things like this, I like to make them more lighthearted. That way, it becomes memes. You know, like last time there was like people were like people were doing like ship fan art between like Detective Dream and John Swan, like whatever. Call it creepy if you want. I think it was funny, but like being lighthearted about things, I think generally makes things better rather than being like hateful or mad or whatever. So, you know, if you feel the need to say anything, make it lighthearted. Make it funny, you know, make it happy, keep the moods, keep the mood. But anyway, so back then, my runs were investigated on 1.16 on my live stream. Now, just to say something, I will show this because people are stupid. To put it lightly, I'm going to scroll. Okay. So I'm scrolling through my videos, okay? How many videos do I have? I don't know how many videos I have. I have a lot of videos. 6 months ago, no speedruns. Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, they're speedruns, but they're not like speedruns. They're not official. Okay, I'll clarify my verbiage because people like to nitpick everything. No official speedruns, okay? These are all me and my friends goofing around in Minecraft. You know, they're not something that is submitted to an official leaderboard or anything, obviously. But anyway, that's sick. Or wait, 6, 12, 18, 19. So 19 videos ago, almost a year ago, is my last upload of a speedrun video. This was 11 months ago, and it's 1.15. Now, I never uploaded a 1.16 speedrun. I never since I started YouTube, I never uploaded a 1.16 speedrun. The only videos I've ever uploaded speedrunning on YouTube is this video, which is 1.15, which was beaten a very, very long time ago, and this was 11 months ago. This video, 1.14, which was over a year ago. I don't know how long. And this video, which was also 1.14, which was over a year ago. And those are the only 3 videos out of my... I don't know. And I've deleted videos, but I never uploaded a video on 1.16 ever. So these videos that you see on my screen, out of all of these videos from start to finish, I've uploaded 3 speedruns. That's 3 official speedruns. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that as of yesterday, technically, as of 2 days ago, all of the videos, all the speedruns I've uploaded on my channel were still, despite the drama back in December, verified. They were still on the speedrun.com website 2 days ago. So I feel like that's important to get across. That's important to get across before moving further, because I feel like that's something people are like, I don't know, held up on for YouTube's sake. Anyway, so going on to 1.16. So I did speedruns on. Let me change my back in game. Here we go. I missed the rage. Is this rage? Is this anger? I don't know. Anyway, so basically on 1.16 on speedruns, which obviously on my Twitch, I mostly do for fun. And if you go back and you watch my VODs back then, I mean, I'm memeing around, I'm doing dumb stuff, I'm throwing a lot, I'm jumping around in the nether with beds and stuff. Like, I mean, it wasn't such a serious thing. I wanted to get a good time. I didn't even plan on submitting any time, and I say that at the beginning because I wasn't going for world record or anything, and I didn't ever get world record. But I was planning on getting a sub 25, which I ended up getting a sub 20. Anyway, and then they were under investigation, and it was about a week later, I think, maybe longer actually. I think it was longer than a week later after I streamed the runs. People were suspicious, like from the community, over like, oh wow, he had higher drops, and so they brought that to the mods' attention, and then the mods came and talked to me and asked me for some things, and I provided everything that I could at the time. I provided my world download. I provided everything that they had asked for. The only thing that I wasn't able to provide was my mods folder, and the reason for, well, to be fair, I was able to provide it, but I told them it'd be useless, and I'll show you. I'll tell you why. Basically, in Minecraft, I'm gonna give an explanation of mods, because people who don't understand how mods work. There's a folder that's in your Minecraft that, regardless of what version you're on, it's the same folder, and it's the mods folder. And in the mods folder, obviously, let's say you use Optifine, which I don't even have on right now. Or you use whatever. Like as an example, I'm not even on, I don't have any mods running. Okay, I'm on vanilla Minecraft right now. Actually, I'm on Fabric, but I'm on Fabric Loader, but I don't have any mods loaded. It's like as an example, right now, I don't have any mods loaded, but I'm on a mod loader. And this is a mod loader that's allowed for speedrunning. You can put it in emote only, guys, if you need to. It's fine. If people are just copy pasting random stuff, I don't care. We can open it back up later. Anyway, but the way mods work is that there's a single mods folder that in every version is the same. Now, I speedrun 1.15 the day after my 1.16 run that was in question, the next day. So if you go look at my VODs, and I'm sure everyone can confirm this, the very next day, I speedrun 1.15, which is a different version. And so any mods that are 1.16 are incompatible with 1.15. And so in order to run 1.15, you would have to move the mods that you have out of your mods folder from 1.16 and move in 1.15 mods. And that's just how the game works. Anyway, and also there's other things when I record and when you go on servers, let's say you switch to Hypixel, let's say you go on PvP Legacy, whatever, that's a 1.16 PvP server, etc., etc. Emote only, guys, emote only. Anyway, so I'm trying to do a summary without. I feel like I have to do a good summary justice because any short summary would just be clipped by everybody because people are stupid. Anyhow, so where was I? So yes, that's how mods work. Anyway, so that was the only thing when the mods asked me for I wasn't able to provide, and I told them they said their quote from one of the moderators I talked to, which I actually showed on Twitter before, was that was fine. They said it was a week after my run. They said that's fine. Just give us a list of what was in it, and I gave them a list of the mods I thought that I had in my mods folder, and I said the only mods I even have are 3 mods. I have Sodium, which is a mod that's allowed. It's like Optifine. It's a performance booster, which is allowed during speedruns, and you need Fabric in order to run. Now, 1.15, I run on Optifine. I don't run on Sodium or Fabric because Optifine's allowed. But on 1.16, Optifine isn't allowed. So you have to use a mod loader if you want to have good performance and not trash FPS and everything. Like how can I say this without being incredibly? I feel like this is getting boring. How do I say this without getting boring? Holy shit. This is tough to talk about without it being boring. It's like math. It's like talking about mathematics and stuff is the same. How do I? Let me put music on. How do I make this dramatic? How do I make this dramatic? Let's make it dramatic. So the mods asked me for a list of what mods I had in my mods folder, and I told them the only mods that I possibly had on my computer. I said I had potentially a chat mod that was made for my videos. I was very open about that. That was the day I was asked. I said that. I said that I had Sodium, which I did, and that was very clear. And I said that I was running Fabric. And they asked about Fabric API, and I said, I don't know. I might have had Fabric API. I'm not sure, which is just an API to... I said if I had the chat mod, then I would have had Fabric API. And I do have Fabric API. But I said that I was pretty certain that I wasn't running it at the time. Because I was. And that's me. That's my fault. But anyway, weeks go by. I'm not really being in the loop. Things are happening behind the scenes. Because this music is too dramatic. All right, I need to be dramatic again. I'm dropping out of dramatic mode and getting into serious mode. Okay. Here, let me start the song over. Anyway, so I was accused. I had people come to me. I had the whole speedrun community Discord spamming me, calling me cheater, calling me horrible names, calling me all these things. And I went mad. I got crazy. I sent clown emojis. I went full toxic stan mode, right? I did it. I take fault for that. I did. I said mean things. I said Geosquare, go back to the circus. I said a lot of stuff. And it was not very nice. And that was when originally people were accusing me of it, and it was not good. My first thought when I was accused of cheating was, during the live stream run on Twitch, was, well, there's no shot. Like, obviously that's not something that would happen. So my initial thought isn't, well, let me investigate. But anyway, contrary to popular belief, I did investigate. I actually used a Java decompiler and decompiled every file on my computer that I could find, every mod. And the only reason for that was because someone mentioned, well, what if somebody like sabotaged you and added a mod on your computer? And I was like, oh, there's no shot, but I'll check. I did, and there was nothing. So obviously this is back in 20. Well, why am I saying 20? This was 2020, but this was in December. This music's too dramatic. Anyway, I feel like I'm just gonna watch this video because it's a good summary. Let me pull this up because this is to answer questions and everything. Here we go. All right. I feel very unorganized. I don't like this. I don't like being unorganized. Here we go. There's this video. Don't send hate. I disliked it. Okay. I did. Okay. To be fair, I do dislike the video, just to say. But okay. I'm just gonna watch the video. I'm gonna watch the video. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna react to it. Don't send any hate, please. Don't. It'll make me look bad, and it's not good. Please don't. I'm watching the video. But we're just gonna watch it all the way through. Pause, react, respond, etc.
Earlier today, Dream finally admitted to cheating his 1.16 speedrun.
That
and
is
in a nearly 3,000 word apology, claimed that it was all just an accident.
That is true.
He modded
that is
the
true.
game, accidentally left those mods on during his speedruns, and
partially
heard
true.
This story before?
Partially true.
Yes, the story of Cotton, the hitless Hollow Knight player who accidentally used invincibility in his runs. Long story short, it's the same situation with Dream, but in this case, it's actually worse. Dream's apology begs us all to move on from the drama, and
That's phrased in a bad way, to be fair. That's phrased in a negative way. I mean, this drama's been for 11 months, almost. Come on now. Come on. I feel like that's a very reasonable thing to be like, let's just, there's been so much drama involving it. Let's move on.
Reality is that we have. It's been 6
you're right.
months.
Exactly.
So why is he in his bathtub at 4 a.m. bringing it up again? It's because earlier in the day, moderators rejected yet another run of his for cheating.
That is not true. That is very misinformative. So this run, you can even see on the screen right now what it says. It says rejected. Run has some questionable aspects and was performed by a known cheater. Okay. The mods yesterday confirmed in the Discord and said that no one, because that people shouldn't be saying that this run was rejected because it was confirmed as a cheated run. It wasn't confirmed as a cheated run. They removed it because it's a standard practice to remove any run that could potentially be cheated from somebody who had a run removed. And this happened around MCC time the other day. So this guy saying that is just misinformation because it's not true. The run was not removed because it was a cheated run. And this run, this run, and you watch my old runs, like this happened during a time when the category was unoptimized. This run is definitely the best run out of my runs before 1.16, but it's still, I completely lost my train of thought. What is wrong with me? Anyway, basically, that's incredibly misleading. It was not removed, and that I will admit that was part of the reason that I ended up making this guy. But the only reason because I knew this was going to be brought up, and I thought, the main reason that I hadn't said anything about this for the last like 3 months, however long since I removed the response video, was because there was no big drama around it. Like people didn't like me because of it. People spammed me and hated on me because of it, and that's fine. Whatever, I can deal with that. But when this happened, I was like, all right. I mean, it's being brought up again. So I was like, I'll take this opportunity. I can bring it up because it's already being brought up again. And I got a message from somebody. I won't name who they are, but I got a message from somebody. It was a very nice message. And it made me want to say what I said. And it was somebody who had said before, called me manipulative and called me things before that upset me. And they messaged me and they apologized and said that they should never have said that and said that, I don't know, some things regarding it, and that, they didn't believe in what they had said before. And, that made me feel more inclined than I had at the time. Anyway, so those are the reasons, but that is just a complete like misleading lie, essentially saying this was rejected for cheating. It wasn't, and the mods have said in the Discord that's not why it was. I'm sure that they think it could have been. I'm sure there's plenty of people that think it could have been, because how are you going to trust somebody that whether accidentally or not used like a mod in any speedrun, even though it was a speedrun on Twitch. It wasn't something like with my YouTube speedrunning. So to me, it makes sense. And I said that in my paste bin. I said, yeah, that's cool. Like, that makes sense. And actually, as of yesterday, I myself removed all my runs. So no more drama regardless. But I personally, this run as well, I just deleted them off my profile. I don't care. I'm not going to submit any more runs. I don't care. I'm moving on. And if somebody doesn't want to move on, they don't want to move on. Who the fuck cares? Anyway, I'm watching this now.
His 1.15 world record speedrun. Gotta say...
And I will say that my other 2 speedruns in 1.15 that you saw on my channel were not removed at all. And we're still up on the leaderboard when I removed them. And as far as I know, there was no, and the thing is, those runs are ridiculous. Like, there's no way those runs ever would have been removed. The first one, I chopped down wood for 10 minutes. How do you chop down trees for 10 minutes? And in a speed run that ends up being world record at the time. The reasoning is because it was basically only me and Illumina. I mean, there was other speedrunners, but it was like people that were actually trying to run 1.14 were me and Illumina. And so it wasn't optimized. People didn't know all the strategies. And so it was just like, I won't say it's easy. It definitely wasn't easy. It took a lot of time, but it was much easier now. It was much easier then than it is now. Anyway.
It's some really interesting timing for him to suddenly become apologetic about the situation.
I mean, I've been apologetic about the situation since like January. Again, that's very misleading. Like, I apologized to the mods in I think January, and I apologized to other people in like January, and I did like interviews and stuff on YouTube since then multiple times. So saying that I randomly had a change of heart is not true whatsoever.
Let's talk about the apology. Dream
Okay,
starts
let's
off
do it.
by explaining how he hired a developer to write a mod for his patch 1.16 challenge videos. And
Yes.
Dream says it was for convenience.
No. So again, I feel like he's just like selectively highlighting things and reading them. So in this previous screenshot that we will go back to, we had just hired a developer to help with coding mods for videos. Now, this is coding mods plural. Now, I'm talking about like actual mods. Like, I don't know, as an example, maybe Sapnap's video, mobs being giant, or Antfrost's video, mobs being tiny, or my video, mobs being like random sized, like, so on. That's unrelated to a mod or a mod related to drop rates or anything. Those are mods. I'm saying mods in general. So a lot of people are misinterpreting that and saying, well, you hired somebody to make a hack mod. It's like, no, that doesn't. First of all, that's like the dumbest thing in history. Like, as if, I don't know, that is stupid. I think anybody would agree that is a dumb thing to say or to have done. Like, yes, I'm going to go and hire a mod and hire a mod developer. Be like, hey, can you code me cheats for this speedrun? That'd be the best idea ever. Anyway, but yeah, this is about coding mods, as in like coding mods for videos, like challenge videos, Minecraft butt videos, like coding mods where creepers are huge and other, I don't know. I've done tons of videos where mods are needed, and usually we use plugins. Like, this is a mod, Minecraft, but it's pitch black. Like, how can we do that without a mod? You need a mod, not a plugin. And mods and plugins are different. And Minecraft, we can only see one chunk. Again, that's a mod. So modded Minecraft butt videos. Anyway.
Challenge videos. And Dream says it was for convenience.
So that's misleading, because that's not at all what happened. But
didn't want to waste so much time acquiring the ender pearls needed to beat the game.
So in our challenge videos, this is something that we said before on live streams about Enderman, is since like, I don't even know how long. It's been basically since the beginning of time. Like since we started doing challenge videos, we've had a plugin that makes Enderman drop pearls more likely and Enderman spawn more likely because of how Minecraft works, and it sucks. And like in older versions of Minecraft, when you're just farming pearls, unless you're just doing like OP strategies where you tower up in the million blocks in the sky, pearls pearls are very hard to obtain. And so for challenge videos where we're just playing for fun and we're trying to beat the game and we're not going to sit there in caves for a million hours hunting Endermen, we want to be like running around and being killed by epic whatever challenge we're doing. Obviously, that's how that makes sense. That's something that's not an unreasonable thing to say. But that's a plugin though. That's a plugin, not a mod, and that's very important. This is the part that people are misconstruing. That's a plugin, and it's a plugin that we've had for like since the beginning of my YouTube, essentially. Since like we started doing challenge videos. After the first few, and we realized, holy cow, it takes 1,000,000 years to kill Enderman. This is ridiculous. This was the most boring part of the video. It's like an hour and a half in video recording time when it should be like 20 minutes, right? Anyway, so that's a plugin from a very long time ago.
So, in his own words, he used this mod in his challenge videos for the exact
Not a mod, a
same
plugin.
reason why someone would use it to cheat a speedrun.
I feel like it's like he just said something that's like, he just said like, water is water. Like, yes, obviously, my videos, I beat the game in my videos. Obviously, anything I would do in my videos is with the intention of making the video either more entertaining or better, better. And in that case, for challenge videos, it'd be making it so it's more likely that we beat the game. You might as well say I coded, I coded plugins in the past for videos like the black hole mod and made them in the way where it's possible. That way it's better to speedrun. Like, yes, that's nonsense, obviously. Water is water. Yes, I understand that. That statement is like a non-statement.
To save time, Dream claims that this mod was used accidentally in his speedruns.
No.
And it follows
that is
from
just
his
false.
behavior that
That's
he
just
also
false.
never noticed that this mod was being used.
Okay. So I'm gonna this is like the sentiment that most people have and are saying, like, yes, if that was the case, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. And that's not at all what I that nor is that the case. That doesn't make any sense. Yes, if I had a mod coded that I knew I had a mod that upped Ender Pearl rates and Blaze Rod drops, why would I not think, oh, I have a mod that ups Enderman rates and Blaze Rod drops, and go and check it? That doesn't make any sense. Obviously, that would be the most ridiculous thing ever. I'd be like such an idiot to say that. And like, why would I say that? I feel like you have to be an idiot to misinterpret those words and think, oh, this guy is such, like, he thinks we're gonna fall for this bullcrap of him saying that he knew we had this mod, but he didn't think that was what happened when he was presented with math. Like, no, that's ridiculous. That's not, like, I feel like you have to I feel like I write things assuming that you have critical thinking and can, at least understand English, but I guess not. Anyway, in this case, it's what I explained in the document that everybody that has made a video on this clickbaiting Dream said he cheated has chosen to either intentionally or unintentionally miss out, is that I've never ever in any of my videos used a mod that increased Pearl rates or increased Blaze Rod rates. And as a developer, plugins and mods are completely different. If you tried to use a plugin as a mod, they don't work. You can't have a plugin that would work as a mod ever. It doesn't, they don't work in a similar way whatsoever. So a plugin that increases Pearl rates that we've had since the beginning of time is not similar at all to a mod that increases Pearl rates that I had no idea existed. So that's the first thing. Secondly, it's an iteration of a mod. So in this case, just to explain more thoroughly, because the pastebin, I guess, isn't completely thorough. This is the timeline of events. Here, I'll you know what? I'll open Paint. I'll open Paint. Let me draw a timeline of events. All right. Here, I'll draw a timeline. Okay, that's pretty small. Let's up this. Still zoom in. Okay, here we go. Here's the timeline. Okay. So we'll say we'll just draw a line. Okay, I can't draw lines apparently. Whatever, a line. Okay, so this is the beginning. Okay, this is the beginning of time. Okay, I can't write with this. Whatever. BT. This is the beginning of time. Okay, this is literally the beginning of time. We'll mark this. This is the beginning of time, and this is 1.16 coming out. Okay, 1.16, whatever. Okay, that looks like a B. I don't care. Okay, I'm not an artist. Never claimed to be one. I don't even know why I said artist when I'm writing, but whatever. I'm not writing in paint. I'm not focusing on that. So this is 1.16 coming out. Okay. Now, from the beginning of time to 1.16 coming out, we had a plugin for challenge videos that increases pearl rates. All right. It goes all the way from the beginning of time 1.16. So from here to here, it's completely normalized, right? Now, around, let's say like here or something, I started paying a developer to make mods for my YouTube channel because I don't know how to code mods. I only know how to code plugins. And that's something I've said openly since the beginning, way before any of this. I said in YouTube videos, I said in Q&As, I said everywhere since the beginning of time, circled, that I don't know how to code mods. I know how to code plugins. And so I hired a developer to make my videos cooler. So I'm able to do things like, let's say, Minecraft, but it's pitch black, or Minecraft, but we can only see one chunk, or other things that require a mod that would not be possible with the plugin. Anyway, so that's around this time. That's when this developer is hired, right? And they're working on vague things, right? They're working on things for Sapnap, for Antfrost, for me. They're just coding plugins for me and the Dream Team because that's what I'm paying them to do. Anyway, after this point, which is when they're hired and they're working on coding mods, I asked them, can they make a mod to improve our videos? And at no point in time in history did I ever say to make a mod that upped pearl rates or upped blazer rates or anything. I said make a mod that improves our videos. Now, I'll show you the difference. So in this case, I'll show you here. It's like this is the mod that ended up. This is like the mod now, but I'll show you this right now. I'm on no mod. Let me go ahead and close out Paint. So right now I'm on no mod. You see my F3 menu? It's like big and bulky. You see all this stuff? There's like a million things. It's annoying. It's like hectic, whatever. If I go to the Nether, let me go ahead and get Obsidian. Go to the Nether. I'll just set block. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Nether portal. Detective Dream. Yes, I'm in Detective Dreams. I'm on Fabric Loader, but I have no mod. Anyway, so you see all these particles. You see all this, all these particles, all this stuff, things that that are in Minecraft. There's other stuff like I don't know. There's like certain mob sounds and stuff. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch Minecrafts real quick. I'll pull up Paint. Why not? And I'm going to put on my recording mod. This is annoying. All right. Here we go. Here, let me play some music. Why not? Screw it. Just put less dramatic. All right, there we go. All right. So as you can see, okay, first, okay. All right, never mind. This says Dream Not Found. Okay, anyway, okay, that's part of the mod, but okay, that's actually not part of the mod. That's part of. Okay, I didn't do that. That's all I have to say. I didn't do that. Okay, whatever. I'm moving on. Anyway, so okay, whatever. Anyway, okay. Well, there's particles there. Oh wait, okay, no, okay, whatever. Anyway, as you can see on my F3 menu, look at my coordinates. You see the difference, right? Now, when I go to like load like a texture pack, this is recent, but the F3 thing is something that you can see if I go back to. Let me do this. Where's the earliest time you would see it? I don't actually know. Where would it be? I don't know. I mean, probably in. I'm just trying to find which videos are which. 1 second. Okay, so here I'll link a video. God, in 4K. Shut up. All right, let me just put on a random texture pack. I don't even know to be fair, I don't know what any of these texture packs are, so I mean, maybe these are hacked texture packs, you know? You don't know. You'll never know. You'll never know. Let me just put on, like, okay, I don't even have a texture pack. Dealer node, whatever. Okay, I don't even care. I'm just switching. Look, there's fan art. There's fan art. It's incredible. It's amazing fan art. You can't do that in normal Minecraft. That's incredible. That's from a mod. Let me go to, like, my title screen. Okay, now I have the texture pack on. But look, Dream servers. Wow, it says Dream servers. When I go here, wow, there's the Dream SMP, there's recording servers, there's bits, there's shorts, there's thumbnails, there's drills. Holy cow. This is absolutely incredible. This is amazing. Anyway, the point is, I wanted an overall mod, and I wanted an overall mod to improve my videos. And there's things in it, like, as an example, particles in the Nether reduced. And the reason for that is that particles in the Nether can make your bitrate really bad, and your bitrate is just something that affects your quality on YouTube. And there's plenty of things like that. Like, as an example, like, I don't know, there's plenty of things like that that are very niche that just you probably don't even realize that are in, like, manhunts and other videos that make the video better. Because we want to have high quality videos, and you would never even know they're there, but we do it because, I don't know, obviously we're the best at what we do. not to toot our own horn, but we're good at what we do, and we want to make good content. And so having things like that make the content better, that are never even mentioned, are things that are done all the time. It's like, as an example, the coordinates thing. Somebody can go through and look for the earliest time it pops up in a video. I guarantee you it's right around the speedrunning thing. What, December, probably before then. It'd be right around the same time, if that gives any credence to anything I'm saying. Okay, I don't even know why I'm on this screen. Oh my god, whatever. That's annoying me. Anyway, I'm on Detective Dream. Oh, why am I out of creative? Okay, game mode creative. All right. Anyway, so now that we're past that, essentially the timeline of events, we go back to our paint, which we so graciously have here. The timeline of events is this. So we have the beginning of time, which is here. We have the developer being hired, which is here. And we have 1.16 release, which is here. Now, when 1.16 released, and again, I'll go into it more. But when 1.16 released, the developer, who's been working on mods since, I don't know, many months before 1.16 was released, realized that in 1.16, there's piglin barters, right? Piglin barters. And piglin barters are better for getting pearls than killing endermen. And so he realized, oh, well, whenever their plugin that currently works on 1.14 can be better on 1.16, right? And so on 1.16, he worked on a plugin. Now again, say importantly, a plugin, not a mod, okay? A plugin, which is completely different. Completely different. They are not compatible. They don't work. Now, I was not aware even of the plugin. So I'll just say this. I was not aware even of this plugin being worked on, right? Now, he also made a mod, and I'll explain why. In single player, it's different than in multiplayer. And we've done videos that have to be in single player. Like the shock video, where we have to get shocked because you have to have something that hooks up to, like, you being shocked. And if you're playing on a server, a plugin can't tell your computer to shock you. That'd be really bad. Servers would be able to take advantage of that. You have to be able to do that on your computer. So you need a client-side mod. It's same for, as an example, George's eye video, where he controls Minecraft with his eyes. Anyway, so you need a client-side mod for that. So them, having the foresight that they do, thought, oh, well, that'd be great. I can make a mod that does it as well. That way, even if they're doing it in single player, they still have the same effect, because that would be pretty annoying, right? They did it. And it was in an early rendition of this, whatever you call it, Dream Team mod, I guess I'll call it. The Dream Team mod. Haha. Anyway, so we put on music. Okay. So yeah, so anyway, so this was put in an early iteration, of the Dream Team mod. Right? I was unaware of this. Now, this mod is something that I used frequently in all of my recordings, and I was testing frequently in all of my recordings, and all of my streams, and all of my practices, and everything. And this mod, I had no reason whatsoever to believe in any way that this would ever have any negative thing in it. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is that the second that I was accused, which was a week after my stream, I figured. Like, people are saying, again, this is the narrative. How would he not realize? How would he never think? Just the first thing I would do is check my mods. Like, yeah, I did. I did. And as a Java developer, I decompiled them with the Java decompiler to even look through the code and make sure. And there was nothing. But the problem is I was asked a week after my run. And in a week, a lot changes. So I move mods around. Mods are deleted. New versions of mods are updated. So on and so forth. So by the time the week had passed, there was nothing. So I have nothing. I had no reason whatsoever in any way, shape, or form to believe in any way that I ever could have cheated. So there's that. Now I'm going to continue watching this video. All right, let's go back to browser. All right, here we go, guys.
But if you've ever watched a speedrunner stream before, you'd know this sounds pretty fishy. Speedrunners constantly fixate on the random elements of their game, particularly when the time losses or time saves are significant, and speedrunners play these games for thousands of hours. When your luck is 1 in 7.5 trillion and you're an experienced speedrunner, how can you claim to not notice that something's wrong?
So the thing is, and I'm saying this as somebody who doesn't understand math, but as far as I know, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but this number, 1 in 7.5 trillion, came to with binomial distribution, which is over a long period of time. And basically what it is if you have a higher percentage over a long period of time, then you can come to a conclusion it's unlucky. It's not going, you got a 1 in 7.5 trillion, you were just always getting pearls. Obviously that's noticeable. If you're always getting pearls, that's something you notice. If you're always getting blaze rods, that's something that you notice. But if over time, over 6 days, you're just getting more pearls, like not that much more pearls. I mean, you're getting a decent amount more pearls, but you're not getting so much more that every time you're trading, you're getting pearls, because not every time you're trading, you're getting pearls, obviously. So it's not as noticeable as making out to be. Well, wouldn't you notice good luck? It's like, yeah, but I have something to show, which I will pull up 1 second. Let me look at over here. So I'm sure a speedrun mod could confirm this. But let me go ahead and save this image. Perfect. Let me go ahead and drag this over. And this is a very random thing. But look at this. Of bringing in like completely random like screenshots with no context. All right, look. Okay, this is a screenshot of me. This was the day after my record on, not world record, but record on 1.16. And this is talking to a moderator before anything was brought up about luck in any way whatsoever. Like this, we're talking about luck, but it's unrelated. I promise it's unrelated to the speedrun controversy. I'm sure the mod team could confirm that. I said, I feel like my drop luck is average. My seed luck is pretty good. Chest, I don't know. It feels normal, but I say in this screenshot, which happened on October 9th of 2020, that I feel like my drop luck is average after everything that happened, and it was unrelated to being accused in any way. I volunteered the information. We were just talking about luck, and because they said that my chest luck, like one of the mods was, we were just talking, we were friends, and he was saying how one of the runners was like just getting like raging on stream, reacting to me getting good luck with chests, not with like drops, but with chests. And then I said this. I said I feel like my drop luck is average. Like obviously, it's something that I had 150,000 people watching me, and one person after a week tweeted something saying, "Oh, this seems kind of suspicious. You had higher luck." So if 150,000 people, of which probably not a decent portion, but probably a lot of them were professional speedrunners, like Benix and Illumina and Sizzler and people that were watching my stream, how am I supposed to have noticed it when I'm playing and I have no reason to believe that things are increased when none of them did? Not a single one. Well, okay, one person, one of them did, and made a tweet about it. And that was what prompted the whole thing. Obviously, it's not an obvious thing if none of those people did as well. So, and that's my point. Is this is from October 9th, before anything was even brought up. I even say I feel like my drop luck is average. It doesn't. That was my feeling at the time. I was like, I didn't even feel like I got too many more pearls. I was like, I got lucky on pearls. But the point is, it's over time. And if you go through and you watch the live streams, there was a lot of times I got pearls when I didn't need pearls. Like I'd get pearls after I already had pearls, or I'd get pearls on a run that was dead. Like it makes sense that I would not think that anything of it, because that's why. Anyway, I'll go back to watching the video.
Let's permit
So again,
the
that
fact
point
that
is
it
just
is
whatever. It's
technically
annoying.
possible to accidentally play with cheated mods. But even if you did believe that, to not notice it over numerous streams, and then after being called out...
Dude,
not
it's binomial distribution. It's not... I feel like it's just hypocritical. Like, I feel like this guy... Maybe he watched my streams back then and and didn't see anything. But he's like, oh, you should realize as an experienced speedrunner. Like, this was my second time ever running 1.16. My second time ever. I had never run 1.16 other than when 1.16 first came out. I didn't know Bastion routes. I didn't know almost anything about 1.16 speedruns. I didn't know what a Strider was. I asked if you could eat it. I asked if you could eat the Strider. Okay? I didn't know. You're calling me a professional speedrunner on 1.16. You're acting like I should notice when I have slightly more drops or think it's ridiculous. And that obviously that fed into the fact of me realizing, oh, yeah, I mean, me not having any inclination at all. Like, why? You know, how would I possibly have cheated? So I don't think it's unreasonable at all. But
even entertain the possibility that the drop rates were modded when you'd been using a mod that does literally exactly that.
That it's just a lie. That's just a lie. That is an outright complete lie. I never said that anywhere. That is completely out of context. Just a complete lie. I've never used a mod. I've never knowingly, since I've played Minecraft 11 years ago, said or ever used a mod that had increased pearl drops or blaze rods intentionally in videos or out of videos. Again, plugins and mods are very different. I just want to reiterate that. Plugins do not work as mods and mods do not work as plugins. They're completely different. So in saying that, it makes me sound like an idiot. And to be fair, I am a bit of one, but it makes me sound like an idiot when in reality, that's not an unreasonable thing to do. Mods and plugins are different. I've never once in my life had a mod that did that. Why would I even think that I would? But as I explained earlier, I actually did. I actually did at one point go, okay, well, maybe I do have a mod somewhere that has increased pearl rates. And I went through my computer and I decompiled things. But the problem is this was over a week later. And so obviously things change, and at that point there was no evidence that I could see that there was any reason for me to believe that at all. Anyway,
is not realistic. This
it is
also
realistic.
A mod that he personally hired someone
no,
to
this
make
is just
for
a
him.
lie. That's just a lie. That's just a lie. I didn't hire a developer to purposely, like, I didn't go to the developer or any developer and say, make a mod that has increased pearl drop rates or blaze rod rates. Like, no, I did not do that. I did not do that. That is not something that ever was done. And that's just ridiculous to me. That's I don't know. That he's like phrasing it that way. It's like, no. Yeah, that would be ridiculous. I agree. This person, again, do not send any hate. I agree with them. I agree. If that was the case, that would be absolutely ridiculous, and they have a complete reason to, be like, wow, what an idiot. That's ridiculous. How foolish does he think we are? That's not the case. That's not the case at all. That doesn't make any sense.
But he claims to not understand how it was affecting his game, and it was an accident that he used it in his run? That's not remotely believable.
How?
Dream comes across as attempting to muddy the waters and deflect blame to the modder for his own mistake.
Okay, I didn't name the modder. I didn't say it's the modder's fault. I didn't say anything at all. I just explained. Since when is explaining yourself being manipulative? Since when is explaining yourself deflecting blame? Since when is explaining a situation deflecting blame? That's not at all. In my apology post, I was saying many things about it that were not deflecting blame in any way. I was saying, yeah, I was an asshole. Yeah, I was a fool. I was an idiot. Yeah, I shouldn't have done what I did. I should have realized way sooner. And I shouldn't, if I was not being as hard-headed. And I said in the post, I don't know what the exact quote is, but I said that I tunnel visioned. I said that I was more, I thought it was more, I didn't think it was more important. I was more concerned with being right than I was with working things out. I feel like anybody that has a bit of an ego, and I have an ego. I feel like anybody that has an ego can admit they have an ego. I have an ego. And anybody that has an ego, it's tough to be told to your face that you're a cheater when you know you're not. That's just tough. And it sucks. And when that happens to anybody that has an ego, or even if they don't have an ego, but especially if they do have an ego, but even if they don't, it sucks. That's a sucky thing. Hey, your accomplishments are invalid, all of them, and that's because you're a cheater. Which obviously, even in this case, that's not even remotely true. But in the case of the 1.16 run that I streamed, why would I do anything other than be like, no, fuck you, you're an idiot? Like, why? I feel like the average person in that situation would do the exact same thing. Obviously, I feel like I did everything that I could, and it didn't work out. I wish that I could go back, hindsight's 2020, and go and be more level-headed and not be an asshole, because I was. And I feel like I've done assholey things a lot, since I started YouTube, out of anger when things were being brought up, even just about like controversies involving me saying things that I regret saying, like with like the R word and stuff. Like, I was first abrasive and then I was understanding. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's just how I am as a person, or maybe that's just something I need to work on. And I recognize that I wish I could, and I try my best to, and I feel like I have over the last 2 years of being a YouTuber. But it is something that I struggle with, and I apologize to that. I apologize for that. I apologize to the mods. And the person that I believe was by far the most affected in this whole drama was Geosquare, who made the original video. Geosquare has reached out to me, and we're good. We talked about it. We apologized to each other in private and worked it out. That doesn't have to be a public display. Not everyone makes their apologies and misgrievances public for sympathy points. Okay? That happens. And so I feel like in this case, I did. I recognized that I was an asshole. I recognized that what I did was wrong. I recognized that I could have handled things better, and I did my best to resolve it. I'm sure some of it I could have done much earlier, and I did some of it, like I said, in January or shortly after the whole controversy started. But I have done more recently as well. And yeah. Anyway, so that's my road. I just think that it's just misleading to put it in this way. It's ridiculous.
At the end of the day, though, it's not difficult to notice when there are mods affecting your game.
It is
and it was
difficult.
his job as a speedrunner submitting a time to notice it.
That's true.
If I were caught modding my game and had submitted my run, I would be embarrassed and apologetic.
That's true.
I wouldn't attack moderators.
Yeah, but okay, that's again, it's just misleading, because I didn't know at the time that I attacked the moderators that I didn't know. I had no idea. So he puts it in a way like, yeah, if I had known, obviously that's not what I would have done. That's dumb. That would be incredibly stupid, and like that would make me objectively a bad person, because that's, or at least that that would have been a very bad thing to do, because that's just stupid, right? I'd say it's a very bad thing to do. That's a horrible thing to do. If you know that you're wrong and you're sitting there and publicly smashing on somebody, that's wrong. That is horrible. But I didn't know. I had no idea. Obviously, if let's say in that case, if I had known that I had accidentally had a mod on, why would I go to Twitter and be like so adamant? Okay, listen. Why would I go and hire an astrophysicist from Harvard? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And at least this is from my perspective. Obviously, again, this is just me explaining myself. But from my perspective, it doesn't make any sense. And I wasn't in the emails with the professor saying, hey, try and fudge the numbers the best that you can. I cheated and I lied. No, I told the professor in the emails, and I'm sure somebody could email him and ask him. I told him, hey, I didn't cheat. Help me prove that I didn't. That's what I said. Why would I say that? Why would I go to a professor who could come back and say, you're an idiot, you cheated 100%, the numbers are obvious, if I had cheated? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, yeah, so what he's saying is true, but it's misleading, because it's just not the case at all. I did not do that at all.
Submitted my run, I would be embarrassed, and
I am embarrassed, and I was embarrassed for a very long time. And I feel like I will say this. This isn't for sympathy. This is me explaining myself. People who are going to say that what I'm about to say is manipulative or for sympathy, or that I'm only saying it for like whatever points. Ever since that I've known, which was when I removed the response video 3 months ago, and I realized, and I talked with a developer, and I ended up realizing, oh, there's a time frame that matches up where I potentially could have had a mod on that would have increased rates. I removed my video, and I recognized, and I felt really guilty. And since then, I've been kind of fucked. I'm saying, I'm just being completely candid. I have streamed way less because of it. I have been way less active. I have been way more, I don't know. I've been way more like, I've felt embarrassed. I felt guilty. And it sucks. It sucks. So yes, it's something that is how I feel. And I think that putting it in a way that I don't feel that way, you don't know how I feel. You have no idea how I feel. I think that's just kind of a ridiculous thing to say.
And apologetic. I wouldn't attack moderators while my enraged fan base goes wild, all because of my own mistakes. It's also important to note that
true,
as the drama
again,
was
completely
unfolding,
misleading.
the Speedrun moderator team did ask Dream to see the contents of his mods folder. In a Twitter thread, Dream claimed that he provided moderators with everything they asked for. Dream then immediately contradicted himself, writing that he wasn't able to provide them with the mods folder because he overwrote it. The moderators state, however, that...
So, again, just to clarify this is way before anything was like... I was, like, being accused of cheating. They were investigating the run, but they weren't telling me, hey, you cheated. We were on really good terms. We were just talking. They said, hey, can you send us your mods folder? And I said, oh, why? And they said, because we want to get update dates. And I said, oh, well, there'll be no update dates because I move mods in and out of my folder every day. And they said, okay, well, that's fine. Just give us a list of things that would have been in it. And then I did. So in my mind, I provided everything I could. I provided everything they asked for. Yes, technically they asked for something that I couldn't provide. But from my perspective, it was a nice conversation. They said, hey, can you provide your mods folder? I said, hey, no, I move files around. It would be useless, right? And then they said, oh, okay, well, just give us a list. And I said, okay, sure. And I gave them a list. And again, I think the mods at that point were being very respectful and were being very courteous. And I was being respectful to them, and I was providing them what I could. And I wasn't thinking at the time, oh, I need to I need to be careful everything I say and everything that I do. No, I was just thinking, oh, it's just, the mods are being reasonable and they're doing their job. And so I provided what I could, and I asked them questions and they asked me questions, and it was cool. So at this point, me saying I provided everything that the mods asked for was true.
Dream then immediately contradicted himself, writing that he wasn't able to provide them.
I didn't contradict myself because I provided everything they asked for. They said, that's fine. Do you have this? And I said, yes. So I felt like it was like a substitute. It'd be like, hey, can I have Coke? And it's like, well, no, we have Pepsi. You're like, okay, yeah, sure. I love Pepsi. It's like, okay, I feel like I provided the customer with everything they needed, right? That's how it's kind of a Coke and Pepsi situation. Like, oh, well, I don't have this. Would this be useful? That's all.
The moderators state, however, that Dream told them he deleted his mods folder in frustration.
Okay, that's true. But again, it's misleading because if you look at the mod conversation, again, it was a friendly conversation between mods, and this was later on, and this was after I'd already been accused of cheating. And when I said that, it was in reference to the fact that I have a setup, which I sent on Twitter before, which was a screenshot of all my folders. Again, because I constantly move mods around, I have like 10 folders, 1.15 mods, 1.14 mods, but they're all within the overarching mods folder. I have mods for speedruns, mods for videos, mods for 1.8, whatever, right? And they're all in different folders. And so when I was being accused of cheating by everybody in the Speedrun Discord and everybody on Twitter that wasn't a fan of mine, and I had no idea what was going on, I deleted my Speedruns mods folder because I didn't plan on speedrunning at all anymore. And this was after the mods had already asked me for everything that they could have. And so again, that's just a miscommunication because that was way after I'd already talked with the mods once or twice. I'd already given them the world download. I'd already given them what they needed. So it wasn't like, wow, he deleted the one thing that could prove his innocence. Like, no, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because it was a week later. It was already modified and you already move it in and out. So it literally wouldn't matter in any way whatsoever. And two, that seems pretty logical to me. Hey, you're not speedrunning anymore. You have a useless folder. Why would you not remove it? I'm pretty sure the folder was empty at the time anyway. But anyway, that's just a miscommunication, and I feel like this is just him taking it completely out of context because it's not even remotely true. The original conversation, I clarified it. So.
Accusation.
Anyway.
How does it make sense that he deleted one of the few things that could support his innocence out of a situation that
I mean, like I said, it's not. I wasn't thinking at the time. I mean, I will say as well that my mindset at the beginning, as you know, assuming that I'm innocent, which I had no reason at all to doubt that I was oh, you know, the mods are competent. The mods will work it out, and we'll figure out, you know, and we'll just be able to shut people down and say, no, you're an idiot. You know, Dream didn't cheat, right? And so I have no reason to be like, oh, I need to like make a backup of my computer and store, you know, make a second hard drive and whatever. Like, no, obviously I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking, oh yeah, whatever. People are annoying. They're pissing me off. I'm being unrightfully accused by randos on Twitter and Discord. And so whatever, like, fine. I don't care. And I wasn't thinking, oh, the mods genuinely like think that I cheated or whatever. They're just doing their job. And that was my mindset for a while.
Despite claiming to regret the situation, Dream took numerous jabs at and deflected blame to the moderators. Dream stated that rejecting his 1.15 run after 11 months was dumb, but he also says it was understandable.
So what's... I mean, I feel like at this point, I don't even understand half the criticism. Like, I took a jab. That's not a jab at the mod team. That's just me. How is that? That's me sharing my feelings. How is that? I don't understand. I felt like it was kind of dumb. I feel like it's something. It's just going to spark the drama again, and it was something that I just thought was, you know, not necessary. But also, it's understandable from their position and me understanding where they're coming from. It's understandable, and I said that. I said it's understandable. And the line that he didn't read right after it, I said, if anything, I deserve it. And he doesn't read that. He reads the "I think it's dumb" part and then ignores the next like sentence and a half that you know, basically says, yeah, the mod team in this case is right. They're just doing their job, and they're trying to make sure for sure that they're doing what's right. And so obviously it's just being misleading, not reading the "I deserve it" and not reading the just not reading the entire thing. And I make a joke. I say, at this point, what could they do? Double ban me? So, but
was understandable.
Yes, I wasn't jabbing at the mod team at all. I didn't say anything about the mod team. I just said I thought it was kind of dumb that it was removed, but I understand it. What else would I say? It's a speedrun of mine from history back like a year ago.
Used attempts at empathy. He states that the mods were extremely unprofessional, but that it's understandable because they're just a group of volunteers. He also calls them...
Yeah, and they've admitted that. They've apologized to me in private for being unprofessional. They've DM'd me and said, hey, yeah, we're sorry, we could have handled things better. And again, that's all handled privately. It's not something that we're going to be publicly tweeting out on Twitter every time we exchange words in private. It doesn't make any sense. So me saying that, you know, I felt, you know, at the time I was frustrated because I felt like they were handling it unprofessionally. Again, I'm just sharing my mindset from the time. And it was something that is objectively true because they've agreed to it. I've agreed, you know, I guess I've agreed to it, but it's my opinion. They've agreed to it. And it's something that, you know, at the time was a big problem back then. There was negatives. And it was one of the reasons why I was so heated. I should have never let it get to that. And it didn't help that I was like, you know, they would do something and then I would say something mean and they would say something. It was just like, it was at that point I was handling myself poorly, like extremely poorly. And so it was a two-way street. It wasn't just their fault or just my fault. It was in that case, both sides were being unprofessional. I was just being unprofessional with a huge platform, and they were being unprofessional with a small platform. You know, you can say which one you think is worse. I think that being unprofessional with a big platform is worse. So,
out for not asking for his.
But again, I'm just as human as they are, so it's just as likely that I'm unprofessional as they are. I still have a lot to learn as a creator, and like I said, I'm sorry for it, and I'm sorry that I was an asshole. I shouldn't have been an asshole. I need to get better at controlling my emotions when I'm mad, but...
mods folders sooner after the incident, but they're not paid to do that. They have jobs and lives.
I mean, I don't get his point. He's like, so his excuse for why it's not right for me to be like, oh, I kind of wish if they had asked for my mod sooner, if my mod sooner, you know, there's a chance that I would have been like, oh shit, and nothing would have happened. Me saying that, well, it's not their fault. they have jobs. It's like, okay. I mean, whatever. Like, I understand. It is, but it is their job as a speedrun moderator. But again, it's not placing blame on them. It's just me reflecting and being like, hindsight's 2020. If that would have happened, that would have been very cool. Things would have been avoided. But it's like, well, they have jobs. It's like, yeah, I understand that. That's what I said. I said I understand. I understand why they would have been, why they would have been abrasive and upset, because from their perspective, they're volunteers, and and from their perspective, they're like, yeah, he cheated and he's lying and whatever. And so from my perspective, I'm like, I didn't cheat and they're lying and whatever. And so it's like the same two sides of one coin.
Worst of all, Dream calls them out for not being impartial enough, claiming that the situation played out so poorly because they could have been more friendly with him. Let me remind...
I mean, again, I think maybe this part of the pastebin I could have worded better, that one sentence. But I mean, what I meant by that, let me just read exactly what I said. I said, I had plenty of valid reasons to believe that they weren't impartial, and had the mod team and I been completely friendly from the beginning, I believe it never would have gotten to the point that it did. I mean, again, they've admitted I had valid reasons to believe that they weren't impartial. There was multiple people on the mod team that openly disliked me and have said, yeah, they openly dislike me. Now, does that mean that they're going to do something impartial, especially when it means numbers? No. But does it mean that I could think that they would? Yeah, I'm human. I'm going to think if somebody that doesn't like me is in charge of potentially something that could like hurt my career, I'm going to be thinking, yeah, maybe this guy shouldn't be, doing that, right? I'm going to be thinking, oh, this is worrying. This person that doesn't like me has a lot of control over public perception. So yeah, I had valid reasons to believe that, they weren't impartial. And if me and the mod team and I had been friendly with each other from the beginning, I don't think it would have gotten that bad, because I would have been I've been thinking, oh, well, this is like a witch hunt, which was dumb of me to think, but I feel like it's not completely unreasonable given the circumstances.
Friendly with him. Let me remind you that they posted a report about probabilities, and that this was his response. Needless to...
find this. So, this is my response to their document. This is my response to their video. And again, I was being an asshole. People have said before, it reads like a Trump tweet, and it totally does. Like, total BS. My 1.16 run was rejected after research due to it being too unlikely to verify. A video was made by a head mod and YouTuber, Geosquare, using my name and clickbaiting, cheating speedrunning in order to get easy views. Definitely a response soon. Total BS. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's like a Trump-esque tweet. It was dumb. It was made emotionally right after I saw the video. And the only thing, I think I've explained this before, and again, me and Geosquare are on good terms now. He messaged me, I messaged him, we were talking with each other. But again, I was just being an asshole. I was being emotional. I just saw a video get posted, and I had talked to Geosquare the day before, and after I had heard that they might be doing a video, and I was like, hey, if you're going to be releasing a video, that'd be a huge deal. And I said, basically let's work it out. Let's figure out what's going on, right? Now it was a little too late, but the reason I was as pissed as I was, which I shouldn't have been, but the reason behind why I was pissed was because I felt like betrayed, I guess. I was like, what the hell? Like, I tried to be nice. And it was like, yeah, you did try and be nice, but you tried to be nice, a month and a half after you were already an asshole to them. Right. And so it was like, they didn't really have any reason to believe that I was acting in good faith, especially from their perspective. So it's understandable. It makes sense. And I was being an asshole. And yeah, this is my Trump arc apparently, but either way.
This was his response. Needless to say...
But yeah, the video, again, is just kind of lying. Like, that was not my response to their document. That was my response to seeing their video and being pissed about it and being like, I don't understand. Like, how am I supposed to read their document? I don't even understand math. And you think I'm going to sit through, like, this 100-page document and be like, I see where they're coming from. This is right. This is highly suspicious. This math equation is highly suspicious. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing with math. I'm going to read it and be like, yeah, this is gibberish. Like, I have no clue. How am I supposed to read it and reflect and be like, yeah, you're right? Like, I have no idea.
Really doesn't come across as giving a shit about the moderators at all.
I'll be honest, I didn't. I'll be honest. At that point, I did not. That was shitty of me, but I didn't. I cared more about the fact that I felt like at the time I was being slandered and, drugged through the mud for no reason. And so I cared more about myself than I did about a mod team that I thought was slandering me and that I thought was acting in bad faith. Now, again, they weren't. They weren't. They were doing their jobs. They were acting in good faith, and most of them, didn't have any. Okay, I'll just clarify. None of the mods are bad people. The mods are great. The mods did a good job, and they did what they should have done. There you go. There's that statement. I think that people. Like in that case, I didn't care though. So yeah, he's right with this. He said it seems like he didn't care about the mods. Like, yeah, I didn't. I don't think most people would in my case, in my position, because I cared. I was caring more about myself.
And the situation was summed up really well on Reddit. Dream acknowledges that he dragged the moderators through the mud and was an asshole to them, and claims to be apologetic. Yet despite the fact that his fan base has been actively shitting on anyone stating that he cheated, including myself, for the past 6 months, Dream only chose to come clean now, after moderators...
I mean, these people, I feel like, just like, they love cherry picking like evidence. Like, he shows this screenshot, which is one random screenshot. Dream did not cheat. Apologize. Like, showing like how toxic this person's so toxic. Dream did not cheat. Apologize. And then a reply with 7 likes, and this guy didn't even like his own tweet. He doesn't even not his own tweet, his own comment. He has no likes. And then this guy with 5 likes, Dream cheated. Check out 7 likes. Keep being ignorant. Oh, this guy said keep being ignorant. Okay, so he's arguing back and forth. But like 5 likes, 7 likes, 0 likes, 0 likes. Like, oh wow, you're being so overwhelmed by this guy saying apologize and spelling it wrong. Like, okay, I feel like everyone and their mother has come out being like, Dream stands have threatened me for months. It's like, yeah, and I've been threatened and I've been attacked and like harmed by people who were pissed at the fact that they thought that I cheated in a block game. Is death threats or harassment justified in one situation or the other? No, they're never justified under any circumstances ever, no matter what. Nobody should death threaten, and nobody should be blamed for death threatening unless they death threatened somebody or they said, hey, thumbs up, death threatening is cool. No, death threatening sucks. Harassment sucks. No one should do it, regardless of who it's to or why.
For the past 6 months, Dream only chose to come clean now, after moderators rejected more of his runs.
That's not even true.
His fan base to stop sending hate to those who have called him out, after he weaponized them against those people, and then idly stood by for the past 6 months as they hurled abuse upon others in attempts to defend his supposed innocence. Dream claims he never told the truth sooner because he figured the community had been through enough.
So, again, like, just the whole way he puts it is like it's just so misleading. Like, I mean, I don't even understand. I feel like I don't know. This is one of the most misleading videos that most of the videos that are on this topic are just the exact same way, but it's extremely misleading. Like, he says that I didn't tell the truth earlier. No, I didn't lie. I did not lie. As soon as I realized that what had happened, I removed the video, and I said on live streams multiple times, I said, I don't want to talk about it anymore. And yes, it's been 2.5 months or however long since I realized, and I should have said something earlier. I'm sorry for that. I should have said something earlier. But to me, I felt guilty, and I felt prideful, and I already went through all of this shit for nothing. And all of this hate people saying like, oh, there's so many people that, thought you didn't cheat. Like, that's true. There's a lot of people that were going, oh, Dream didn't cheat. And in this case, it depends what your definition of cheat is. I didn't. The run was invalid. That's 100% true. I did not intentionally cheat in any way whatsoever. And I felt bad after I found out that I had used a mod in one of my submitted runs on 1.16 that I never uploaded on YouTube. I felt guilty. I felt like shit, and it affected my mental health for the next 3 months as I mulled over it, and I think any of my fans can probably attest to that. But anyway, I mean, again, yeah, I'm not. People take that and be like, oh, he's asking for sympathy. No, I'm not. I don't care. I don't care for your sympathy. I don't care for anybody's sympathy. In this case, I was in the wrong. I was technically in the wrong from the entire time. Yes, unknowingly, but it doesn't matter. If you do something bad unknowingly, you apologize for it. And I am. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking responsibility. I'm saying I'm sorry. That's what I did in my paste bin. Anyway, I feel like I didn't word things great in the last couple sentences, but And of course, those will probably be the ones people clip, but whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say.
Drama. But an apology such as this.
So basically, just to say what I was saying, he said in this case, like, oh, he for 6 months let people attack people over him lying. It's like, well, no, I didn't lie. I didn't let anybody attack anybody. And the second that I realized anything was wrong, I removed my response video and I went on live stream and said, I'm done talking about it. I don't care if people think that I cheat. I'm done with it. I want to move on from it. And that was the second that it happened. So no, I didn't stand by idly. I didn't sit there and lie about it. I was contemplating what to do. And that was many months, like it was already past. Like nobody, at that point, I mean, it was being talked about obviously, but nobody on YouTube was talking about it. Nobody on Twitter cared. It was basically over. Like I could have said nothing and nothing would have happened. I would have just, been like, oh, I'm hiding something. I'm hiding something that I should be saying. And so that's something that I feel like is the right thing to do, is to be like, yeah, here's everything that happened. But
which deflects blame, attempts to build sympathy for himself, and tries to convince his...
It's like anything that you do nowadays as a content creator that is sharing your feelings is an attempt to gain sympathy. Anything. You say, I was sad yesterday. My great-great-great-great-grandfathers died. And they go, oh yeah, you're trying to gain sympathy from this thing you did a year ago, 2 years ago, because we're mad about it, and therefore you're gaining sympathy. It's like, no, I'm sharing my feelings. I'm just as much of a human as you are. I'm sure you share your feelings fairly frequently. And I don't even really share my feelings much. People that are fans of mine can attest to that. Like I'm here for fun, and I want to enjoy myself, and I want people to find enjoyment in my content. And that's that.
His community to move on immediately after more of his runs are rejected for cheating. That's just a lie. That's a lie, dude. That's a lie. I feel like it would take him 10 seconds to research and realize that's just a lie. Serves to create more drama. In my opinion, his motive for making the apology was the same as before, to baby rage because his runs got rejected.
How? How is that baby raging? Because I deleted 2 of my runs myself. How is it baby raging? I don't understand. I don't understand that logic. How? I said they were right in the post. in my own post, I said they were right, and that I deserved that, and that it was something that should have been done. And I said that it was common practice and to not hate on the mods in any way whatsoever. How is that baby raging? Come on. I feel like you gotta, I don't know. You got sometimes people are so like cynical, I guess, of everything.
It doesn't come across as sincere. I think it demonstrates a pattern of lying, and I don't think he deserves your sympathy. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I can meme about everything without getting contradicted by Dreamstand.
Well, I guess he can't, because like half the stuff he said in this was just completely false. But, whatever, to each their own. Fair enough, whatever. People are, can be stupid, whatever. Oh well, I think that's pretty much the end.
Still, I really don't get it. He's a great player, and just like Cotton, people would respect him more if he were just honest.
I swear, like, people just like want to see the worst in people, no matter what. It's like, unless you're saying the worst thing possible, then you're being dishonest. Like, even if I was to come out and be like, yes, I am a manipulative, horrible person. I did this, blah, 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 like all this stuff. Some guy would make a video and be like, Dream is a liar. It's much worse than you think. And then it's like, it would go into this like documentary style, like 30-minute video being like, talking about it, breaking it down and being like, so he says this, but why would he say what's the worst? He already admitted to this. How deep does the conspiracy go? Like, it's like, there's no winning no matter what you do. So either way, there's my reaction to that video. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I thought this video was funny. We'll watch this together. By the way, this is Video Game Donkey. He made like he made a couple of videos on it. I thought I thought his video was funny, but listen, Video Game Donkey. I'm sorry, Video Game Donkey. I'm sorry to have let my biggest fan in the entire world down. I mean, his videos are just like sarcastic, I guess. So just when I'm watching this, just realize that.
Well, can't believe I'm actually saying this, but Dream cheated, you guys. This is such a horrific day for the Minecraft community, for people that are out of the loop on the Dream drama. 5 months ago, the famous speedrunner Dream got caught cheating in his speedrun, so I made a video called Minecraft Speedrunner Dream Busted for Cheating Drama, but then Dream put out a video proving, and notice how proving is in quotation marks there, he put out a video proving he didn't cheat, so then the whole internet flipped to being back on Dream's side, so I had
Yes, the entire internet flipped to being on my side. It wasn't like there was not a single video ever made in support other than my video, and there wasn't like 10 videos made against my video, and all of collectively Reddit and collectively anyone that, you know, that wasn't a fan of mine, that was giving me the benefit of the doubt based on my behavior, which is a reasonable thing for a person to do. Come on, Donkey. Come on, Donkey. You're better than this, Donkey.
I had to make an apology video to Dream, otherwise my channel could have been cancelled. Well, turns out that apology video was a huge waste of my time because Dream really did cheat. Yep. Just yesterday, Dream admitted on Twitter that he cheated in his speedrun. Hey guys, Dream here. I'm writing this 10-page document in my bath at 4 a.m. on my phone. Blah blah blah, bunch of dumb shit. Turns out I actually did have cheat codes on. Whoopsie daisy, son of a bitch. Now, you guys know how big of a Dream fan I am. So to see this 5 months after defending this guy tirelessly...
Again, the only problem... I mean, like, it's a funny video, to be fair. His other videos were funny. I laughed at them when they first came out originally, even though it was in, like, the heat of the drama. But, like, we're a minute in. He's already talked about it. He said, like, 10 times I cheated and hasn't at all said what I actually said. Come on, Donkey. Come on, Donkey. Come on now.
From all the trolls and all the non-believers, and then turns out he actually was cheating this whole time. You know what? I'm not a Dream fan anymore. Yeah, I said it. I'm not a Dream fan anymore. I am so sick of this guy lying to his fans, distorting the truth, sending all of his fans on a witch hunt against me, and then to top it all off, he cheated this entire time, and you know what game he cheated at?
Donkey!
Yeah, let that sink in. Dream cheated at Minecraft, a game designed for 5-year-olds. Seriously, all you do in this game is hit dirt with a pickaxe and eat chicken, and Dream had to cheat at that? Children can beat this game, but Dream, the supposed master of Minecraft, he had to cheat at a game that children can beat. It is absolutely pathetic.
That was a good joke.
How about this? Speedrun an actual video game that people speedrun, like Mario 64. Oh wait, you actually have to be good at video games to speedrun Mario 64. Never mind. Also, there's no cheats for Mario 64, so I guess you could never speedrun that one. Here's a game for you to speedrun, Dream: Elmo's Letter Adventure. Your fans would love this game. Oh wait, you actually have to build.
Alright, Donkey, come on. I will speedrun whatever game you want with you. Okay? Donkey, listen. I cannot lose you as my biggest fan, Donkey. I can't. This would be devastating. I will speedrun a game of your choice. You can teach me. You can help me. This is sad.
The entire alphabet to speedrun this game. Dream, you could speedrun Pokemon, but you'll probably die instead. So there it is, everybody. The mods were right. Dream cheated, and I'm gonna be honest here. My apology video, I was actually being sarcastic that entire time. Yep, I knew he cheated all along. Dream, you blew it. You embarrassed yourself, and you ruined Minecraft for everyone. I can no longer play Minecraft because of you, because you are such a horrible person. Every time I see the Enderman, all I can think about is when Dream's career ended, because he cheated. So there it is, everybody. Dream sucks. We all hate Dream now. He is a moron. He is terrible at video games, and I am really hoping that I don't have to do another apology video after this, because I would look really stupid now if I had to do another one.
Donkey. Listen, Donkey, I think you owe me an apology. I do. I think you owe me an apology. You misrepresented my words. This whole video that's going to be seen by millions of people makes it seem as if I just said, yeah, guys, I'm a manipulative asshole and I cheated. And I lied about it. Donkey, I never meant to lie to you, okay? I hope you'll understand. I made a mistake. But I didn't lie. I didn't lie, okay? I didn't lie. You can call me an idiot. You can revoke my big brain pass. You can lower my IQ on the montages. But don't stop being my biggest fan, Donkey. I need you, Donkey. Yeah, we'll end on a sad note. Why? Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. Let me switch back to Minecraft real quick. All right. Anyway, I think that pretty much is all I wanted to stream. I'll probably talk about this again in the future. I'm down to talk to anybody. If there's anybody out there that wants to like talk, I know like around back then, I've always been down to talk to basically anybody. Like, I'm down to do an interview. I'm down to talk to pretty much anybody out there. If anybody is interested in that or has any questions or confusions, that's fine. Honestly, I don't really care. I said this back in, February or March or I don't know, whenever. I was like, I don't really care. I think that at the end of the day, people make mistakes. It'd be a whole different story if I was like, I don't know. It'd be. I feel like it's one of those situations where communication was the biggest flaw, I guess. Communication, miscommunication, poor communication between me and the mod team, poor communication between me and the dev, and then just emotions, I guess. I had huge emotions. The mod team had huge emotions. The public had huge emotions. My fans had huge emotions. It was just like this shit fest of everybody being hugely emotional. And yeah. And so I think it's basically, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where it's just, it's a shitty situation regardless. Stream the Elmo game right now. Nah. I don't know. I'll wait. I'll see what Donkey says. But yeah, no. I mean, I think people at this point, people made up their mind either way. Like, people are acting like this monumental thing, and they're like running a misinformation campaign in order to try and like be like, oh, Dream, needs to get taken down. Like, he cheated in his manhunts, he cheated in his speedruns, he cheated in all of them, he cheated in everything. It's like, even if you say, even if you want to believe that I intentionally cheated on the 1.16 submitted run on Twitch, which I didn't, but if you want to believe that I did, that's fine, okay? But don't try and discredit my accomplishments or my YouTube channel for something that wasn't on my YouTube channel, was never uploaded on my YouTube channel, never had anything to do with my YouTube channel, was never posted on my community tab, was never posted on my alt YouTube. I have like 7 YouTubes and it was nowhere on them. And trying to use that to say he gained 25 million subscribers from being a cheater. It's like, no. Maybe I gained 1 sub from, the whole entire speedrun whatever shenanigan. And I gained millions of people that absolutely despise my guts and think I'm this horrible person. And, at this point, that's fine. But if, I don't know. I feel like there's nothing I can really do for those people. Like, no matter what, what can I possibly say? I feel like I've and they just want to hear what they want to hear. I mean, the only way that it would make them happy is if I go, yeah, you're right, guys. I'm this asshole. I'm a horrible person. I'm manipulative. I don't deserve my platform. Cancel me. I'm horrible. And I'm never going to say that, because I know at my heart that I'm a good person. And I know that even though sometimes I make mistakes, and that, yeah, this was one of them, even if it was an unintentional one, You know, I know that I'm a good person, and I don't care if you think I'm not. I don't care. You can keep thinking that. You can live your life negatively, and I'll keep being positive. Love you guys. I'm in stream. Keep smiling, and yeah, I'll probably stream more now, but I'm not going to be doing like speedruns. Maybe I'll do like more manhunt type stuff on stream with like George and them and stuff. So, bye guys. Oh, by the way, before I end, anybody can use any clips from this. The music's from Audio Blocks if you don't want to get copyright claimed. I don't think you will anyway. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys and see you later. Bye.